Hello everyone, it's Super GL here. It has been a long time since I've spoken in a video. However, I felt like it was appropriate for this video. Over the last month, I was working on an entry for the Rollercoaster Tycoon 3 20th anniversary contest over at ParkCrafters. And the premise of it was to build something in Rollercoaster Tycoon 3 as vanilla as possible. And so I decided to build a full park. So this is Kids Park. This is a park that is inspired by several of the dreams that children can have. So I have a volcano section on the back, I have a medieval section, a candy section, a Jurassic dinosaur section, and a space or a moon section. So for this video I am simply going to make a tour of the park because that will be simpler to edit instead of a presentation video. So yeah, let's get to it. So this is the entrance. I really wanted to keep it simple. I also wanted to utilize one of the fountains. I think it works pretty well for the entrance. Something simple like that. I have next to the entrance some office buildings where workers can work or take a break. And I added a parking lot right next to it. Just a simple parking lot. I tried to make it as organic as possible, meaning that I wanted the closer slots to be filled and the ones further not used as much. So yeah, as you can see, my idea with this park is to have a semi-realistic park, meaning that it will have realistic elements while also having fantasy elements. But for the first section of the park, I just wanted to keep it very realistic. So this is the information kiosks. You can see some of the mascots that I have added in the park, just free roaming around. I have added 4 in total. Maybe we will see the other 2 in the park. The first attraction that we see in the park is a quadruple deck carousel. I have seen people do a double deck carousel in Rollercoaster Tycoon 3, but I have never seen it quadruple. So this was just a crazy idea that I wanted to execute, and it's pretty colorful. So I'm pretty proud of the result. I think it looks quite good. More further to the park, I decided to make a big plaza, like you can see in several parks. So I have a few rides around and a few shops and even restaurants. For some of them I have made actual inside details, but for some of them, like the toilets and that snack building, I have not done much. But for this building, which I called a toy factory, I actually made detailed insides. So I have put some items that look like toys or things that can be enjoyed as toys, such as those robots right there and some colored chess pieces. I also added a marshmallow because that had the vibe for the building. And for the stalls I used them as they were instead of using custom ones because they felt toyish enough for me to be used as is. This is the other side. I use more chess. Whoa, camera just bugging me. I use other chess pieces. I used a gumdrop, horse chess pieces to make like horse toys. And then there was a dice item, so that was just ideal for that shop. Right next to it there is an indoor go-kart track. I also did the inside of it instead of keeping the inside colored like the outside walls. So this is a rather short track, but I think it is long enough for what I wanted to do with it. It's like 2 laps, so it's not that long, so I can have more guests going to it. But yeah, I have seen a couple of go-kart tracks around. Not that many, but I know that if I make a Google search on the web, I can find a good batch of them, and this is something that is always thrilling, so this was pretty much a must to add. Over there are more shops. This is like a souvenir shop. Over there I made an actual restaurant with also detailed insides. So yeah, I have seats like a real restaurant. No table because I was not able to add them. I had some room to add some other details and decoration inside, so that felt more like a complete building. But one detail I also added is that I added a window on top to have an outside view of the kitchen. So I just used various items to try to replicate all the accessories and furniture of a kitchen. So I have a couple of stoves using some I will see which cauldrons, but it's not exactly like that. I don't remember the name of the item, but that looks similar enough to a stove. And then over there some more bottles for which I used Atlantic vases. So yeah, pretty detailed on the inside. Over there, initially I have noticed a ride, a boat simulator ride that is just right there. I have noticed this initially and I plan to put it on both sides. However, later I noticed that there was an actual arcade attraction just right there from the sci-fi team. So instead of keeping the same on both sides, I just wanted to utilize that other ride and make it something like a proper Dance Dance Revolution arcade, because I really like Dance Dance Revolution and I really wanted to put that in that park. I'm pretty sure that other children will also like rhythm games. Not everyone, but some of them. So that's pretty much it for the main plaza. I made some paths on the behind, like it's for the staff to access to the back of the buildings to make it a bit more realistic, but not much else. So now we're at the first theme area that I worked on. This is the volcano area. I've noticed that Volcano piece from the sci-fi team, and I just thought it would make for a good entrance decoration for that area. So the first thing that I've actually made is that big volcano, which I put a launch freefall on it that goes up and down like if it was launched from the volcano. I just thought it was a silly idea that could work. And so there are some particle effects from the, I guess, the soaked expansion. And yeah, I made sure that there was some magma dropping from the volcano. We can see from the night view that I managed to make it glow up. Not everything, not all the magma or the lava in the area glows up, but from where there are walls, I was just able to put lights underground and just light the rest. So that was a nice trick that someone over at ParkCrafters made me think of. So over there on the right, my second ride was some sort of magma river. It was not very possible to use a boat ride, but I thought that the ghost trains would work very well in that setting. A pretty simple ride with a tunnel somewhere because I just really wanted to utilize the tunnel track piece. So the ambience is pretty gloomy because it's pretty much dead around the volcano, so that was just adequate. I have a swinging there with that is themed around a skull, also appropriate for that area. I have some shops there. Not much there. And so if we go to the left, I added some a bigger buildings for shops where there are more stores, some toilets, and even other office, not office, but staff buildings or staff rooms. So I did all the inside with the items that I can use. On the bottom is just some chairs where they can just sit in circle, and on the top it's like computer desks using the sword and shield item from the pirate team for the computer screens. So I'm not sure if it's that obvious, but this is the best that I could figure out. I have a monster carousel. I did not really wanted to put it, but I just had to put another ride to just fill it in, and this was the most appropriate that I could find. This is the the Storm Runner roller coaster. This was my first roller coaster in the park, and to be honest, I pretty much winged it with the space that was available to me, but I thought that it will go well with the rest of the area, as it goes over all the rest of the area and the volcano. Even if it was kind of winged, I think I managed to make a good enough layout. Whoa, not that. So yeah, let's just put it in test mode and see what happens. Okay, there we go. So yeah, that was pretty much it for the roller coaster. Sorry for the low frame rate. I just wanted to maximize the graphics so you can see all of the details. And obviously I had to sacrifice the frame rate for that. So for the final video that I will make for that park, this will be more optimized. So the second area that I worked is the medieval section. I know this is a huge theme for toys in general and even Legos, so this was just hard to not do that theme. So here's the castle that I made using the what are they called again? Yeah, the marble Sultan's palace walls for the most part. I just thought they worked the best for a castle. So I have the entrance right there using some of the I think it's marble paths. Yeah, marble paths, which looked very good for that castle. I made it. I made the castle open so I can make some visible areas there. And on the back there is the roller coaster. This is a big hyper coaster that goes to the candy area, and yeah, I'm pretty proud of it. I think it goes pretty smoothly, and I managed to show that truck to other people at ParkCrafters, and they think that I nailed it. Just find a track. Okay, there we go. Just waiting for it to go. There we go. So yeah, those big bank turns are just very effective to make the track smoother. So that was very ideal. I also added additional details to that castle, such as and transfer track and storage building for the trains. I didn't put any trains there because I thought that they will all be used in the track. So yeah, I will just show you the rest of the village. This, okay, there is that boat ride that I thought looked like some sort of a colonial boat or something. But this was pretty much a ride that I placed there to fill the space. Uh, for for that area, I just wanted to make a medieval village. I mostly used the western pieces for that because the roofs were what I needed, and same thing for the needles, they just fit for what I wanted to do. So even if in reality the walls are not wooden, uh, I think it works pretty well. Uh, I I use some items for some western buildings to try to complete the area. Some of those buildings I made them manually to put some shops into those. And there, this is the station for a vintage car ride. Uh, Initially, I wanted it to be a maze that I will put in front of the castle, but sadly, Rollercoaster Tycoon 3 does not have a maze, so I had to work with Santinias, and this is what I figured out. It goes under the castle. I put scenery in the tunnel to make it more complete. I put some details on the back of the houses to bring it a bit more life, like if it was more of a setting. I also noticed that there were the golden nugget candy stall, so I was inspired to make an area where there was just gold around, just like that. And that's pretty much it for that area. Over there, this is the candy area. The first track that I did is a mine ride that just accelerates through the entire track. I called it Chocolate Log because I was inspired by, for the name, I was inspired by the track of the Junior roller coaster track of the same name in Rollercoaster Tycoon 2. And I themed it around a chocolate bar. So, and over there I have another kind of swinger. This one fit right into that spot, so this was the ideal ride to use in that spot. For the queue line, I just badly wanted to cover them for protecting the guests going under if something happens or if something drops on them. So I used a combo of canvas and some monorail track so I can display supports on the side. This was my way to support the canvases instead of just using walls, which makes the supports disappear. Because for this contest I was not allowed to use the Mbrook name cheat. So that was unfortunate, but this is the best way that I could figure out. Over there, there is a village with various shops. I made two houses decorated like gingerbread houses. Over there, another candy themed building that is themed around cotton candy. This is the color scheme that I tried to go with. And over there, I don't really know what I wanted to do with it, but I know it's something chocolatey, maybe like a brownie. And I thought that we can color those rocks different colors, and I tried to put some red colored ones on the top, and they make me think of like strawberries on top. So that looked good for me. There were some souvenir shops. Over there, this is a ride that I wanted to put it to also fill that space. This is a Cheshire Cat ride, also with plenty of candies around. I noticed that there was also another version of those trains with black cats, but this is not those that I needed. I just wanted white cats. So yeah, a pretty small ride that does the work for this section. So for that side of the park, this does it for the tour. Now we go for the other side of the park, and there is my Jurassic section with plenty of dinosaurs. I wanted to put a vertical drop roller coaster where the station is shaped like a brontosaurus. So the lift hill is actually the neck of the dinosaur with the head on top there, and the end section where there's the bricks is the tail. So yeah, oh, I'm lucky that it's just right there. So here's the layout. Unfortunately, even in Rollercoaster Tycoon 3, that track type does not have dive loop, or the opposite of that inversion that I don't remember the name. So that was just so that was unfortunate because I would have utilized that, but I was able to work with the loop and that made the job. So for more details about that area, here's the entrance. There's a triceratops there. Some other dinosaurs there that are a bit more hidden. Other dinosaurs there, and I saw that there was that ride from the wild expansion where it's like where it would a place that would display nocturnal animals, and instead I made it a dinosaur exhibit. It just worked so well with that area, so I had to include it. And over there, just a kid ride that is just a dinosaur go around. I included more shops there, some souvenirs that looks like dinosaurs, like there is the proper dino mask there. There are some mammoths, bisons, and a saber-toothed tiger trying to fight each other. Another dinosaur here with other shops there. I actually think that this is a drugstore. Yeah, cocktail juices. I think this is a sold item from the pirate team. Other dinosaurs there. And this is my last buildings with some more shops. So this area was pretty simple and pretty quick to complete. So I was able to move to the next area. And there is the last area of my park. It's still in test mode. I will open it for now. This is the space, or even the moon theme for that last section. My idea was to have a crater with a ride inside. For the ride, I decided to put that planet show in the center, which I called a planet observatory. Kind of named like the observatory from Super Mario Galaxy 1. So I was inspired by that for the name. So all around the area there is a quad bike ride, which I made them look like moon buggies. I know this is a thing for moon exploration, so I wanted to do that. Over there I made a big base that includes a few rides. First of all, the station for the quad bike ride. Actually, we can see inside of it that put a few items in there, such as a few robots. There are also a few on that side. On the back, I had the idea to build a mini golf hole attraction where around each hole I would put some glass, like some space paths where that you can go in and just explore, I guess. My initial idea was to put glass also around the normal path instead of just around the holes, but it looked too awkward, so I just made the glass around the holes. I think it creates a good effect, and it goes on the roof of the back of the base. For some of them I used the ones with a bigger clearance for the roof. So I think that worked with the way that I covered them. For those ones I used the same one because I wanted to have them symmetrical, and put some stuff in the middle to kind of connect them. So that's pretty much it for this. I put a rocket there because I wanted to fill that area in. On the surrounding of the truck, I put other shops. There are some souvenir shops and some stalls where I guess can buy food. There's another one around here. Just showing you how they look like. Just another decoration to fill the area in. And just for practicality, I wanted to put a tunnel that goes to the other side of the area and where it will connect to the exit of my planet observatory. So here is the entrance of my planet observatory, right? There are some toilets because guests need them, and there are more shops around there. I tried to decorate everything with the sci-fi items that are in the theme, and I think that works pretty well. And I rather put some rocks for the decoration because otherwise it will look very empty. So yeah, that pretty much does it for my park tour. I hope that you like that visit, which is, when I look at the time that that I took to record of this, it's not very short, but I really wanted to cover all of the details of my park that screenshots can really cover. So I hope you like it. I'll make a complete video with the download link later. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys for the next video. Bye bye.